You think that staying silent when you hear gossip keeps you clean. You think that smiling and nodding is harmless. But here's the bitter truth. Every time someone gossips with you and you stay quiet, laugh, or simply listen, you are actually sending a message, "This can be done with me." And once they see you that way, they will keep coming back again and again. Not because of respect, but because they know you will not stop them. But most people do not know this. You do not need to get angry or give a lecture to stop gossip. If you do it the right way, you actually earn respect. I spent a week researching psychology and real-life behavior to find the answer to one question. How can you stop gossip without seeming serious or ruining the mood? In this video, you will learn 3 things: why our brains are so drawn to gossip, how to shut it down with 4 psychological methods, and 2 bonus techniques. Part 1. The nature of gossip. Why do people gossip? Psychologist Robin Dunbar says it did not come from malice. It evolved to connect us with one another. Thousands of years ago, talking about other people was a kind of trust bridge that kept tribes together. But look at the irony. What once brought us together now separates us from one another. In today's world, gossip does not create trust. It creates coldness. It opens cracks between groups and kills trust. One Moroccan philosopher said, "If it is not true, do not do it. If it is not truth, do not say it." A simple rule, but one that is broken every day. There is a hidden term: triangulation. This happens when someone badmouths another person in order to pull you into a fake alliance. In that moment, you feel special, as if you are being trusted. But the truth is, whoever gossips with you will gossip about you too. So make a private rule for yourself. I do not talk about people who are not here. You do not say it out loud, you simply keep it as your principle. It changes your whole perspective. Gossip no longer feels like harmless talk, but like a game you never agreed to play. Part 2. Why direct confrontation backfires. This is where most people go wrong. They hear gossip, feel uncomfortable, and try to stop it directly, and end up getting labeled as too serious, or someone who cannot take a joke, or even becoming the next topic of gossip themselves. In psychology, this is called the backfire effect. When a person feels attacked, they do not think, they dig in. Most people who gossip do not see themselves as toxic. They just think they are bonding or joking. So if you call them out directly, you do not change them. You just make yourself look angry. The real skill is not fighting gossip. It is not entering the arena at all. You cannot control someone else's language. You can only control your own reaction. Strategy 1. Shut it down with kindness. Imagine one of your coworkers, Elshin, starts badmouthing another employee in the office. Kamran. Most people either freeze up or give an awkward laugh. But if you say, "Really? I have never experienced that. He has always helped me." The gossip stops right there. No confrontation. Why does this work? Gossip thrives on agreement. Psychologists call this social bonding theory. People create a sense of safety with gossip when they feel insecure. When you stay calm and kind, you remove that shared negativity. It creates cognitive dissonance in the other person, that little inner discomfort that happens when kindness and negativity collide. The gossiping person will not admit it, but your response makes them think about their tone. Strategy 2. Add a layer of neutrality. Sometimes kindness alone is not enough, and the other person insists. Maybe he treats you well, but you do not know what he did last week. You'll reply, "Maybe everyone has different experiences." Or, "Maybe he was stressed that day." Deadlines change everyone. No defense, no attack, just calm neutrality. Psychologists call this emotional reframing. You are removing the emotional charge from the gossip. The point is not whether you agree or disagree. The point is to close the emotional loop. When people frame things with empathy, social tension drops significantly, because empathy kills judgment. You move from a us versus them mindset to, maybe there is another side to the story. Strategy 3. Redirect the attention. Once the emotional charge is gone, it is time to steer the conversation in another direction. Just say, "By the way, have you seen the new project? It looks intense." Or, "How is your team handling those deadlines?" You hand the ball back to them. Let them talk about themselves instead of someone else. This is called topic shifting, a classic social psychology technique. It helps preserve harmony without losing appropriateness. You do not shame anyone, you do not create a scene, you simply guide the conversation gently. Strategy 4. Break the tension with humor. Sometimes a little humor is enough. When gossip starts heating up, say something light. Wow, this is starting to sound like a series. I am having trouble keeping up with the episodes. People laugh, and the tension breaks. But do not stop there. If you just laugh and leave it, they will take that as approval. Once the laughter fades, slide the conversation into safe territory. By the way, did you see last night's game? What was the score? Or, I need coffee after this tension. Who wants one? Psychologists call this the comfort principle. Humor releases emotional pressure and resets the atmosphere. Real talk. When the other person is simply toxic. Now let us be real. Sometimes the gossiping person is not just a talker. They drain you, and you no longer even want to be polite. What should you do? Technique 1. The gray rock method. Be boring, one-word answers, zero emotion. Really? I did not know. Psychologists use this method when dealing with attention-seeking personalities. Gossip dies when it gets no reaction. Technique 2. Set a clear, kind boundary. If you want to be honest, be honest. I've been trying to think more positively lately. And part of that is not talking about people who are not here. Can we change the subject? Stay calm, stay polite. If the other person feels awkward, that is okay. They should. Sometimes awkwardness is the only way someone learns. Remember, whoever gossips with you will also gossip about you. Protect your energy. Protect your name. Final thought. The truth is, gossip is not really about the person being talked about. It is about you. It tests your discipline, empathy, and self-respect. You cannot stop gossip from existing, but you can make it meaningless for yourself. An old wise man said, "You cannot control others. You can only control yourself." When you choose not to gossip, you are not just protecting your peace, you are shaping your character. Because in a world where everyone talks, the person who listens carefully, speaks kindly, and does not join the noise, that is the one who earns respect. Which of these strategies would you try next time? Write it in the comments.